I want to. I was taking a look at some tier lists. I think Jewel is all the way down at the bottom of the
I don't expect to
the
see
jungle
Jewel.
one. Let's hope we don't, to be honest.
I actually love Jewel, so I hope we do. But Fortress will be banned, and that will lead to an Arden first pick here for Team Pheonix. And the Adagio banned out as well. So 2 picks over to Hack right now. They have some choices. There's a lot left available. Sky, and they're going to hide their last pick for a counter pick with Catherine. Worth noting that I Love Youngju is known for his jungle Sky also, so a very indeterminate pick. When it comes to that lane matchup, Glaive snatched up immediately, and it will be the box.
Very nice. Very standard, too, from Team Pheonix. We're thinking perhaps we could see something crazy by either of these teams, but so far, pretty standard. We do have a double crystal lineup on the side of Hack, as Scarf is picked up as the last member of that team, along with Sky and Catherine.
That's right. So we'll see what they can do. Sky will be going into the jungle in the hands of I Love Youngju, that means. They have really good poke here, really good siege.
Oh, yeah.
With the Scarf and Sky combination, so well set up for turrets. Well set up for kiting also with the Blast Tremor from Catherine, able to stuff any possible engages. Team Pheonix, though, they're going to have to use that gauntlet well in the late game. Pretty even scaling, got some early game power with the pick potential from the Glaive, and then, of course, you have all that AoE damage from the Vox come the late game as we set up for our Group C match. North America's Team Pheonix takes on Korea's Hack in our last match of the day here on the VIPL.
Yeah. See a Swift Shooter start here from from Scarf. It looks like he wants to take a very early fight and build those stacks. Here we go. Corpus already down below that health.
Yeah, it keeps refreshing his perk too and just getting that damage over time and forces out a potion nearly immediately. So Dada with the moves early against this Vox, who did go for the Resonance first, so he really had no way to deal with that. No Sonic Zoom meant he just couldn't get away. Nicely played, and early aggression here coming in from Hack, and look at that poke damage, just no way to answer it so far. There's the afterburn out, and I Love Youngju coming over with a Suri Strike, not going to land, but does zone him out of his own jungle. E-Man the next target for the forward barrage, and they just chunked everybody out. Pheonix just driven straight out of the lane and straight out of their own jungle.
They just
wrecked them.
Yeah, Hack just like pulled them apart too. Loving E-Man was by himself. Glaive was by himself. Looks like Arden has joined up now with Corpus, but
Corpus just hit level 2. Now he finally has the Sonic Zoom, so he could do some trading. But the Resonance there early just not very strong for a level 1 trade, and Dada just completely takes advantage of that and bullies him in this lane. They try and go in now. There's the Vanguard. He's going to get the slow in now. They're going to get the first blood, but they trade it over immediately. I Love Youngju there to take the return kill, and he's going to go after Corpus. He's going to get Corpus as well. Final shot there comes on through. So 2-for-1 trade as Hack converts that early pressure into a couple of kills and pushes that wave straight up. Sense play down here, just firing off some flares. We'll find Iponu.
All the while, actually, Iponu was in the enemy jungle trying to pick up some minions. I don't think he got a single one because Catherine was following him the entire way. And I don't think Glaive could kill Catherine, but Catherine couldn't kill Glaive, but at least Catherine could deny Glaive the farm. So, like, Sense Play essentially did his job as the other 2 members of Hack did pick up those 2 kills.
Here we go. Come in again, more poke, and Suri Strike on 2 right there. Iponu trying to convert this into a kill. Sense Play is low. Loving E-Man wants to come around, but he just doesn't have the follow-up right now. Sense Play playing with vision in that brush, and with the perk coming through, Corpus going to wrap around right now. There's a kill, trading 1-for-1, but every single time they just get poked out. Youngju not going to stop there. He continues to auto in between the turrets, getting more and more damage. And that's Suri Strike doing a lot of work right there. Shield coming through from the Catherine.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool play. Glaive just barely gets out, and they do trade 1-for-1. But I really have to say, I Love Youngju, former Zeratul, for you guys who are just joining us from Wild. He is just so relentless with this harass damage. He's on top of them every single time. If he sees the enemy, he's immediately engaging. And that's what you got to do against Glaive Arden, you know? As long as you don't get picked up, you're relatively safe with the Catherine. And so you just go for it. You go for that damage.
Oh, there's the stun. Gets out of it. Shield from the Vanguard helping him to run away. Does have to use his boots, and he's also got the light shield right now to help against Dada's damage, but it really fascinating Scarf build. Seen a lot of difference. The Shatterglass first in the last game. This one just going for that attack speed and absolutely bullying this box. Dada really knows what he's up to in this lane matchup. And you got to be careful. There's the stun. Forward barrage. Not quite enough to finish him off, but the perk from Dada will be burning him to death right in front of his turrets. And this is the siege coming through. Goop Spitfire doing a lot of damage. Stun. There's the shield and another pickup right there. They are going to trade it over, but they don't really care considering the turret's going to go down too. Hack is playing aggressively and they're trading kills, but they just take a little bit more every single time.
Yeah, I said it before in the last game, trading these kills early is essentially just about creating space for your team to get objectives, and that's exactly what they're doing. I mean, Team Pheonix playing pretty far forward, but they're kind of, they want to save this turret. They don't want to let up, you know, and let Hack pressure them like this, but they're having a tough time dealing with it. And Hack is going to be able to take out that first turret.
Yeah, wow. Well, Team Pheonix trying to bounce back right now, farm up this lane. Dada just poking very safely from the top lane brush and allowing the Goop Spitfire combo to do some work on that minion wave. He still has yet to buy. He has a lot of gold right now. 2,300 gold in the bank. Meanwhile, Frostburn now completed for Skye. Traditional first item on that hero.
Yeah, and I wonder what Dada is actually going to pick up. Hold that thought. You just see Corpus getting caught out here.
Yep. Vanguard already on him, though, so we'll nullify a lot of that damage. Spitfire going to come in right now. Dada low on energy. There's the death from above. He's going to separate the members, and Loving E-Man is just there and isolated. Good target selection there from Hack. They are going to continue poking right now. Did lose Arden, so Team Pheonix has to back off. Looks like no attempt at a gold miner. A few members of Hack are relatively low. And gold miner not with too much money in the bank quite yet, so maybe looking for a better opportunity. IPONU is just caught out there. Merciless Pursuit will get the stun down, and Dada trying to finish off this kill. There's the speed up, and that's going to be a Spitfire for the finisher, as they're just sort of wandering around, dying one by one right now. IPONU was trying to see if they were going to take the gold miner, but since Hack had no such aspirations, it meant that he was there in easy pickings.
I saw that guy on the right. I think that was Dada from Hack. He's going ham on his phone, man. He is just like Druid. He doesn't have the stylus quite yet, but he's going at it, tapping very hard.
Yep, there we go. No stun landed for I Love Young Ju, but he's still trying to kite it out there. Forward barrage, Senseplay going to come in, and there's the finisher already. Vox drops down out of the lane, but it's a 2v3, and I Love Young Ju goes for the Suri Strike. He's maybe able to pick up two right here by himself. IPONU on the run. There's the Afterburn, does get the kill, but the rest of the damage comes in as they trade. Senseplay trying to get up here to join Scarf.
Meanwhile,
Dada has no energy.
turret.
Meanwhile, yes, another turret is imminently about to fall as Dada was able just to push the wave that entire time. They pay for it, but there's not going to be a lot of punishment here from Team Pheonix.
Yep. He's totally fine to go down there. He's like, yeah, whatever. I'm ahead of you in farm. I just chunked down your second turret to about 1/4 of its health. And, wow, Hack is really coming out to a big start here. Very, very aggressive team, kind of changing the way, you know, Hack, I don't think they used to play this way in the past.
Well, just statistically, they were so much more about farming than the kills per minute. This is how I kind of expected this game to be in reverse, with Team Pheonix generally preferring to skirmish early. There's the gauntlet going to come down. Senseplay is alone, knocked back into the stun. Very nicely played. They'll get the pick, and probably the gold miner off of this, depending on how much poke damage the members of Hack can put down. Gold miner is started. E-Man is hurting just a little bit, but there is no attempt here to stop it just yet, but they are going to try and pick it off right there. Skye Ultimate comes on through. There is going to be a knockback. Dada is set next to the gold miner. Vox will pick up the gold miner in the end. No kills go down. Ultimate from Vox hits a couple, but Corpus may be a bit too far up right now, and he's going to fall. E-Man, the next target. Suri Strike and Forward Barrage combine to finish him off. So 2 kills. They traded for the gold miner. Minion wave not in a great place right now, but the turret is very low. They may just try and face tank this and take it out.
They'll just push it in here with that Scarf. Very nice pickup there for Team Pheonix to get that gold mine, but then kind of getting, you know, Corpus was going to die, right? Let's take another look here. We do have the ults coming down. Scarf trying to ult himself, but a really nice play by Iponu to deny that. So Vox is easily able to pick up that gold mine. And then from here, like, look, Vox is going to die. Loving E-Man should just get out, right? But he's like, no, Sky is so low, I can help out. But he jumps in and dies himself, and Glaive is just not in the fight, not able to help out there. Very low on energy himself, so.
I also think you just take that win, you take the gold miner,
yeah.
and you walk away. And instead, because they died, they allowed the trade to occur where the turret fell in response. And the minion wave was in a fine place for them. Their turret was not under threat until they couldn't push back that wave anymore because of the deaths. So, bit of an overcommitment from Team Pheonix when they could have come out clean from that objective. And here we go again. Iponu is all alone, has to afterburn out, knocks back I Love Youngju. So he will escape at least for the moment. More of this poke coming in, however. This is so hard to answer. Gauntlet drop, but it only hits Sense Play. There's the Blast Tremor. Got to get the silence off, and a very nice stun on the Sky Ultimate onto Loving E-Man, but the first kill does go over to Iponu. Dada in a very awkward position on the backside of this fight. Chased down now by E-Man. Are they going to commit to this? Dada really has no energy. I Love Youngju comes back around, though, wraps into this fight, and it's very small amounts of HP going head-to-head. Iponu looking for this. There's the Spitfire into auto attack to finish off the kill, and really Hack coming out of that one by the skin of their teeth.
Yeah, it's just barely surviving, but then again, like, Team Pheonix, once again, just staying in there a little bit too long. They're desperately trying to pick up these kills when it's not really that necessary. They could just back off, you know, regain their health, wait for the Vox to respawn. This gold mine now is going to be given up as the majority of the members of Team Pheonix have gone down. And, yeah, I mean, Team Pheonix, a relatively new team, but let's see how this went down here.
I mean, we do have that Blast Tremor come through early, and E-Man going to eat the ultimate. Doesn't hit one of the priority targets, however, and Iponu does finish off with the Blood Song. The first kill, Dada tries to get this out. Remember, he has basically no energy right now, but he's still able to escape from E-Man, and he knows that the Spitfire's coming through ever so slowly will be doing the damage. And Sky no energy either, so very narrowly won team fight.
And I think that's the reason why they stuck around in that fight, you know. Very, very low energy Sky and Scarf, not the most tanky heroes in the game, of course. So as the Glaive, it's like, oh, I could go in there, and if he misses his Spitfire, I can definitely pick up maybe even 2 kills. So just a very, very close fight.
Gauntlet dropped again, however. Vox trying to get the AoE down. Blast Tremor once again comes through, and they try and dissuade any kind of aggression with the Sky Ultimate while they kite this out, and here we go. Dada just poking brutally. Afterburn has to be used to get over the wall. Spitfire follows, not in range. And the poking will just continue. It doesn't matter if this Catherine dies because Hack is in a very comfortable place. They're going to be able to work through these turrets extremely quickly. As you can see, just dropping Sky Ult right on top. Picks up the kill in the end as they back away and recall once again.
Yeah, these fights are kind of interesting because the Gauntlet goes down, and both the Sky and the Scarf just reflex block and get out of there right away, and then they kind of play on the edges there, and Catherine's right up in the face, getting that Blast Tremor down on 3 people every single time. So I don't really know what the option is here for Team Pheonix. I feel like they have to get all 3 but then jump on someone else, but the positioning so far from Sense Play and really just from this entire Hack team has been really on point so far.
Yeah, great kiting, but yes, the Gauntlet hitting one person or only getting one person inside of it has been an issue because that's where Hack wants to be, on the outside anyway, poking away into the fight. I Love Youngju has done a really good job of just focusing on working with the forward barrage and his ultimate to zone right now, and really just not dashing through into the dangerous locations with the Suri Strike. If they stay away from the Vox and the Glaive, they are in good shape.
Well, Team Pheonix, recognizing they are behind at this point, playing very, very passive. They want another pick. They're not really challenging for the gold mines. Both these teams posturing now.
Yeah, Hack, though, has double Frostburn, double Broken Myth. Means it's going to be even harder for them to avoid getting kited out right here. And Hack, they're just poking in. Gets the flare in, trying to build this up. And there's another gauntlet, and there's another reaction. Sensplay actually stops the gauntlet with the stun, and there's the silence. So they are just going to poke on through. This should be the fight to take Surrey Strike all the way to the back. Stun into the wall, however. Courtesy of Glaive, Bloodsong goes down, but it's only on a Sensplay, and that's going to be the ace. Clutch stun from Catherine during the animation of the gauntlet to completely stuff the engage.
Hack looking really, really strong so far. Their mechanics are really on point. And once again, the gauntlet kind of misses. Even if it did not get stunned, it would have only gotten Catherine there. So really desperately trying to engage, but not finding the engagement they wanted. But again, very, very, very close. Vox doing a ton of damage in that last fight.
Yep, and E-Man now trying to save this game. They're going to drop the Sky Ultimate straight onto the Vein Crystal. So will the Surrey Strike go down the same location. Sensplay doing some work as well. They're ignoring him. He doesn't have the damage for the time being, but that Surrey Strike certainly does. Forward Barrage to finish out the game, and a win from Hack, dominant in 15 minutes of play.
So there you go. Hack gonna completely roll over Team Pheonix there.
I love Youngju was just great.
Yeah, he's really improved, man. He was always very good on Wild, but maybe the rest of his members were holding him back. This new team that surrounds him, they're just really looking strong, really solid.
I think they really knew how to play that composition, too. You could tell, especially Sensplay, whenever they tried to get that engage down, they always split perfectly. Sensplay going forward. I love Youngju and Dada each kiting backwards so that they could just create that front line, get a three-man blast tremor just continuously with the Catherine to maximize their kiting potential. So nice team fighting there from Hack, recognizing how Team Pheonix wanted to engage and just pulling them apart.
We're going to get a recap here. Essentially, right from the get-go, it was all Hack.
Yeah.
Like, Team Pheonix was being torn apart in the jungle. I love that Youngju was by himself, just forward barraging people down and continuously winning these fights. You can see that Team Pheonix over and over again try to just barely win these fights, but eventually do go down as they try to get the last kill, and it doesn't work out.
Well, Team Pheonix just never had any control over this game. Starting, like you said, right at level 1, we see the Swift Shooter Scarf just come in and wreck the Vox in the lane, bully him out, then they invade the jungle, then they bully them out too, and it's just Hack dictating the pace of this game from minute 1 until minute 15.
Yeah. And that fight right there, that was the same fight as the last 3, where Arden tries to gauntlet. That one got stunned. It was really cool, really impressive, but either way, it would have only hit one person. It was just they couldn't find the picks on the people they want, even though their Vox was quite farmed.
It will be Dada with the rather unconventional, so starting with the Swift Shooter and then going for the heavy trades at level 1. Well, Vox still didn't even have his Sonic Zoom leveled right there, and doing some great work on that Scarf, poking down, making sure to siege some of these turrets.
Yeah, it seemed like he just had a very good idea of how to win the matchup in the lane, Don't let the Vox just farm. You've got the higher range, you've got the better passive at level 1. If you can use that Swift Shooter to...
And our results today will be China's easy to win over South America's Amaterasu Gaming, and Invincible Armada wins over Ace in an all-Korean match in Group B. And finally, Hack from Korea takes out North America's Team Pheonix to round out our day, and that will conclude our first round of matches. Every team has now played. We have a sense, a flavor for this competition now.
The only thing I caught from the interview is that they were asking Dada, some words to Druid, and he's just like, I think I can fight up against you. Let's have a fun game when we eventually fight. So Hack very confident to get out of their group, possibly over Hunters, and they are going to face up against them on Tuesday.
That's right. Tuesday we'll be back at 10 p.m. Korea Standard Time. Gangstars and Easy to Win facing off for first place. Both those teams with 1 win. Ace versus Infamous. Infamous looking to continue and see if they can make it out of this group. Ace still hungry for that first win. And finally, Hack versus Hunters, which should be there are two really good matches that day, and Gangstars and Easy to Win and Hack versus Hunters. And we'll see. We'll really test Infamous's mettle in that game.
Yeah,
the all
for sure
Vietnamese team, as I thought Ace did some nice work today, even though they lost.
Yeah, they look good too. I think every matchup there is definitely going to be a close one. I feel like Gangstars is probably the most favored overall in these games, you know, up against Easy to Win. We got Ace versus Infamous for the second matchup, as we were talking about. If I had to predict, maybe Ace. And then for game number 3, Hack versus Hunters, I feel like that could be very, very even, in fact.
Yeah, absolutely. Hack showing some power today, but Hunters, they look good. They look really good with now that they have Godfather back. Seems like they're up to their old tricks.
Yeah.
And it could be very close race for first place in that group, and also possible that whoever loses that actually takes out the wild card position too, just based on what we've seen already.
Probably.
Probably.
Just based on, because we got FKK in that group too, not looking so good, you know, the other team as well that Hack just beat.
All right, we'll see you guys on